If It Bleeds by Stephen King. So this is his newest book at the time of recording this video, and it's another collection of novellas. There's 4 in the book, and this book was very gripping to me. I could not get away from it. I just kept reading and reading, and I had like 130 something pages left of the book, and I got it done in one sitting. Couldn't believe that. But yeah, so that should tell you how much I liked it. Each story was really, really good. The first one is my favorite just by a little bit. It was hard to pick between that one and the third story because they were really good. But the first story is called Mr. Harrigan's Phone. And I don't want to go too much into these stories because they are pretty short and I don't want to spoil anything. But it's about a boy that reads to this old man every night or every afternoon, and the old man doesn't like technology. He doesn't trust it. And this was when the first iPhone came out back in 2007. And so he buys the old man a phone, and he's trying to get him to take it and keep it. And so, yeah, that's all I really want to say. It was really creepy, and I really liked it. And after I read it, I was like, man, it's really going to be hard to top this story. And then the third one almost did. But yeah, then the second one, I forget what it's called. The Life of Chuck. All right, so this one started off really good, and then it kind of ended a little. I felt a little underwhelmed when I finished it. Not to say it wasn't a good story, it was. Every one of them was, but yeah, this one was my least favorite out of the 4. Um, the story starts out with like the world ending because of, I believe, um, like pollution and shit, like global warming. And well, the characters are seeing these signs everywhere all over town, celebrating this guy named Chuck's life. Like 39 great years, thanks Chuck. Like that's what the signs are saying. And I thought it was going to be really creepy. And so yeah, it didn't go the way I thought it was. So it was kind of disappointing. But yeah, overall it was still a good story. The third one was If It Bleeds. And now this one, uh, if you read this one, you're not gonna know what the fuck's going on. Because with this story, you're gonna need to have read at least The Outsider. But if you really want a good understanding of who the characters are, you would have needed to read the Bill Hodges trilogy and then The Outsider, because the character that's been in all 4 of those books, she makes an appearance. Or, well, this is basically a story about her, and it ties in with The Outsiders. So, yeah, you'll need to have read those books to know what's going on in this one, at least The Outsider. But yeah, that one was really, really good too. Holly, which is the main character in this story, she's investigating this reporter, and the reporter isn't quite what he seems to be. So that's all I'm going to say about that one. But yeah, it does tie in a lot with The Outsiders. So yeah, another great story. And then the last one was Rat. That one, that one was really weird, about an author who's struggling to write a book. He's never wrote a full book before. He's only wrote short stories. And so he decides that he's going to leave his wife and kids for a while and go to this like cabin or lodge and just have some alone time to try to work on this book. And this story really reminded me a lot of me because I've wrote several short stories before, a lot of them, and I've never wrote a book before. And it seems really hard to stretch out a story to the size of a book. And so I really related with this character. And his book that he's working on, his first full length book, is a Western. And that's what mine is. So yeah, it was really weird. He seemed a lot like me. But so yeah, he gets to this cabin and some weird shit happens. Um, I won't really go into it, but if you like stories where characters make wishes, like characters get like 3 wishes. I think you'll like this book because it's like that. So yeah, overall, I really like this book. Like I said, it was very gripping and I couldn't get away from it. And so yeah, it's probably obvious the rating I'm going to give it. Stephen King's writing is really good. I mean, it's Stephen King. Like I said before, he's like the master at writing books. Not storytelling, but writing in general. He's fucking masterful at it. Yeah, some of his stories may not live up to his writing, but yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna give it an S. It deserves it in my opinion. It's been a while since I've read a book this good, probably since The Elementals. That's probably the last time I just could not get away from a book. But yeah, really liked it. I recommend it if you're a Stephen King fan. Like I said, if you haven't read the Bill Hodges trilogy or The Outsider, you can still read this book, but skip the 3rd story until you have at least read The Outsider, and then come back to this one, and you'll enjoy it more, just knowing what's going on and stuff. But yeah, guys, that's it for this video. I will come out with a review to The Thing pretty soon. I haven't recorded it yet, so I still have to work on that one. But yeah, guys, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon.